Right, so now we're looking at decimals, and this is step 1, decimals up to 2 decimal places. So let's have a look at our introduction activity. Order the numbers below from smallest to largest. So remember, when we're doing this, we're looking at our tens and see if there's a difference in our tens. Then we're going to have a look at our ones, and then we can have a look at our decimal numbers, and here we have tenths. So can you do that for me now? Right, so okay, if we look at all our tens are the same. We all have 2 tens, they're all in the 20s. Each number is in the 20s. However, I need to then look at my next value digit going down our place value system, which is ones. And you'll notice there is a difference between the ones. We have 6 in this example, 5, 4, 6 again, 6 again, and 0. So my smallest number I can identify straight away. It may have the same amount of tens as everybody else, but it's only got 0 ones. So my smallest number is 20.9. Right, I'm going to have a look at my next one. I have 6, 5, 4, 6, and 6. So my next smallest is 24.9. And I have a look at my next smallest. I've got 26, 26, 26, but I've got 25 here. And now I'm going to look at the 3 numbers that have all got 26 ones, 2 tens and 6 ones. So I have this number here, this number, and this number. However, I need to now look at my next value digit down my place value system, which is tenths. And in the tenths column, there is nothing in this one here, 26. So there's no tenths, it's just 26. And then I'm going to look at 26.2 is my next highest number. And finally, my last one, 26.7, is my largest number. Oh, sorry, I do apologise. It should be 26.7. So they're the answers. Right, let's have a look at task 1. It says circle the decimal number that is represented on the place value chart. So I have my ones, I have my decimal point, I have my tenths, and I have my hundredths. Now I have 2 ones. So if I look at my answers straight away, I can eliminate B because that's got 0 ones. I'm going to have a look at my tenths. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tenths. So if I look at my numbers straight away, this number here has only got 4 tenths. So I'm going to take that number out. And how many hundredths? 1, 2, 3, 4. My number is 2.54. So I'm going to circle C. Right, let's have a look at activity number 2. It says here, match each decimal number to the correct visual representation. So what I can do is I can do my place value grid just up here. 1 tenths and hundredths. Now I'm going to have a look at number 1 first of all. Number 1 has, circle it, has 1 1. Now let's have a look at how many tenths. It's actually got no tenths as a counter, but we'll look at how many hundredths it's got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's 11 hundredths, which is 1/10, because 10 hundredths are a tenth, and then 1/100th. So that is 11 hundredths. Okay, so C should match to number 1. Okay, let's have a look at number 2. 2 has, let's have a look at the ones, has 2 ones. Place my decimal point. How many? No tenths, but we'll have a look at hundredths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We don't have 10 hundredths, so we don't have a tenth. So we'll have to place 0 tenths in there, and it has 8 hundredths. So 2.08. B goes to 2. And I'm just going to check 3. We have 1, 1 decimal point. How many tenths counters we've got? We've got 1, 2 tenths. And how many hundredths? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 hundredths. 1.28. So we match A down to 3. Let's have a look at our next task. True or false? 0.42 is 3 tenths and 12 hundredths. So first of all, I'm going to do my place value grid. And we're going to work out, have we got any ones? No, we haven't got any ones, so I can easily place my 0 in there. Now I'm going to separate these two sections here. I'm going to do this one first, and then I'm going to add it just to this one. How many tenths have I got? I've got 1, 2, 3 tenths. 0.3, but I want to add this to my hundredths. Now how many hundredths do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Once I get to 10 hundredths, like I said in the previous question, once I get to these 10 hundredths just here, this actually represents 1/10. And then I've got 2 other hundredths because that equals 12 hundredths. Now let's add them together. 0.3 add 0.12 is 2 hundredths. 4 tenths or 42 hundredths, and no ones. So our answer is true. Right, let's have a look at our next task. In which number does the 4 have the lowest value? So we can actually use our place value letters. I've got ones, tenths, and hundredths. Okay, 1, tenths, and hundredths. Now 1, tenths, and hundredths. Now remember, in our place value grid, our numbers that are further to our left hand side have the greatest value. Our numbers further to our right hand side have the lowest value. So in this number here, I'm going to circle it. Our 4 actually represents 4 tenths, 0.4. In this example, the second one, the middle one, I'm going to circle it. Our value is actually 0.04. And in our third example, the value of 4 is actually 4.00, which is just 4 ones. So here we have 4 tenths, 4 hundredths, and 4 ones. So if we apply the rule that the further down to the right our place value system is, the lower our number, this 4 is our lowest value. It is 4 hundredths. Okay, and that concludes today's lesson. Hope you have success in it. And remember, if you are struggling, do one question at a time, look at the video, answer the question, and then repeat until you finish your worksheet. Okay, thank you very much.